Raise the vermilion banner.
Hello everybody, Hokius here, and today we're going to do part 3 of Final Fantasy Type-0 HD.
Fearing an attack with a second Ultima bomb, the Kingdom of Concordia, home to the Azure Peristylium, began defending the airspace over its territory and that of the Dominion of Rubrum. Concerned the war might spread to other nations, Concordia sought an immediate cessation of hostilities, but was rejected outright by the Dominion of Rubrum. With large portions of land occupied by the Empire, the Dominion was reluctant to accept a ceasefire, as that would be a silent concession to the Empire's act of aggression.
Makes sense.
The Consortium of Eight, Rubrum's supreme ruling council, spent several days debating how to recover their lost territory.
With our force's current state, do you really believe we can defeat the Empire in a full-scale conflict?
We'll have to abandon our outer territories and focus on defending the capital and retaking key strategic areas.
We can make up for our disadvantage in numbers with the sea. The Empire already unleashed a sea on us during this invasion. We're lucky that it wasn't a Primus. If they want to throw dirt at us, I say we just throw it right back at them.
My, you've quite the sense of humor. Do you really think a lessee would accede to the wishes of the Consortium?
Why not? The Vermilion Bird Crystal was attacked by an enemy lessee. It was put in danger. There's no way that its lessee could refuse to aid us in this situation.
And if the lessee operated by that logic, you might actually have a point.
Only the Vermilion Bird Crystal has the power to direct the lessee to help us. And the wills or won'ts surrounding that do not a productive discussion make.
Might I offer a suggestion? I understand the cadets who were involved in the liberation of the capital were unaffected by the jammer and managed to repel the White Tiger lessee. Can we create more soldiers with the same magic technology used to create them?
That is a good question. So they weren't using magic, they were using magic tech. That explains why they could keep doing it even though the magic was being jammed.
Sorry I'm late. You can't simply repeat what I've done with the children. And the tech itself is classified. Disclosure is out of the question.
Dr. Aracia, have you learned anything about the Crystal Jammer?
Very little, I'm afraid. I can say with certainty, though, that no human could operate the jammer. It would take a lessee. However, my scanners haven't detected any major disruptions since Lorica's little disappearing act. Based on the data, I believe that something has happened to the lessee, and the jammer is inoperable.
Even if that's true, do you have an actual plan to get us out of this current mess?
Just deploy the cadets.
Huh?
I believe that is the best way to turn the tide of battle without compromising our defenses.
Undeniably, the Agito cadets would make for a potent implement of war, but...
Would it not be seen as an expansion of the role of those defending the Peristylium?
No. If the lessee won't help us, what choice do we have?
Very well. Shall we defer to the Chancellor's judgment?
The Dominion's very existence is imperiled. Each of us will be put to trial. even the Agito cadets. And if Rubrum is at stake, they would welcome those challenges.
Very well, then. Shall we make it official?
So our young cadet friends that we were playing as are going to go to the front lines of this war, apparently. But of course, that was to be expected. Who do I have? I have Ace. Got Ace again. So let's see. Can I talk to these people? Is it true that Class 0 was able to withstand the influence of the Crystal Jammer? Well, obviously, just think about it for a second. How else could they have destroyed the first jammer if they weren't immune to its effects? Alright. And what do you guys have to say? My friend told me that Lassie from the invasion was a Secundus. Apparently, she had the ability to enhance the power of any weapon, like those MAs. Sure, the Primus Lassie are scary in actual hand-to-hand combat, but I feel like the Secundus have the potential to be even more devastating in more situations. It's probably true if I take your meaning that Primus Lassie do, like, straight-up attacks, and the Secundus can just be like, listen, all these mechs are now mine, and they do what I say, and everyone's in trouble. Aki, wow, I didn't believe the rumors about crimson-clad cadets thrashing the White Tiger Lassie, but here you are, Class 0, in the flesh. I'm Aki from Class 1st. It's an honor. Why don't I show you around? This is Academia, home to the Vermilion Peristelium. Your homeroom should be just through the entrance and down the hall to the left. You haven't met with your CO yet, have you? You won't be officially registered as a cadet until you do, so I would head there first. So, our privileges come with plenty of responsibilities too, but we cadets are all here to look out for each other, so don't be a stranger. So am I in Class 0, or am I in the map of Orients? I'm in the Rubrum region. Oh my, that is a big old map that I'm apparently going to get to explore in this game. That's pretty cool. Some open world stuff maybe for the people that love their open world. It's all a grid even when it's not. Interesting is you can look and see that the whole thing is squares. They did not match the regions to the terrain. They just were like, oh, that's a square. That actually kind of makes sense in a way. So, I don't know. There's my map. I don't know where that map is telling me to go. But she promised me a tour, and then she was like, just go to your homeroom. Just follow the Vermilion Bird. There's a Moogle over there. You've only got one life to live, dear. Don't let it go to waste. Mom, there's no telling when or where the Empire is going to strike next. You'd better be prepared to run at any time, okay? So you barge in here without taking any tests or interviews, and all of a sudden you're cadets? Did the Arch-Sorceress pull some strings for you or something? Yeah, how come you guys get all those privileges and we don't? You get permission to summon special Eidolons and stuff. It's not fair. If I'm Class 0 and they're all like Class 1st, Class 6th, whatever, I don't understand how I wasn't already a cadet. This doesn't make sense to me. Maybe someone will explain it. Seeing that Bahamut lying there helpless in Rubrum Square left me speechless. I couldn't believe my eyes. We take pride in the Eidolons as our most powerful weapons, and not even they were strong enough to withstand the effects of the Crystal Jammer. I hope I never have to see a horrible sight like that ever again. You know, I wish I'd looked more closely at that Bahamut now. I didn't know what was going on. Oh well. We'll pay more attention to that kind of thing in the future. I bet Milites is plotting to take over all of Orience. I'm sure of it. But then why would they go dropping Ultima bombs on other countries? What's the point of taking over a giant crater? This is a good question. Who are you? You look important. Dominion Tribune. Shouldn't you be receiving your mission briefing? Report to Classroom 0 immediately. I don't wanna. I wanna explore. I'ma explore now. Oh, I can still roll. I can't attack, but that makes sense. Who's to say there aren't Imperial troopers disguised and lurking in our midst? How do I know you aren't one of them? There's no telling who might be a foe masquerading as a friend. If you notice any suspicious figures, do what you need to scare some information out of them. Right, that's a thing students should be doing. That'll end really well. Little girl, I hope I could learn how to use magic someday too, then I could take down all the bad guys. Sure. Why would anyone want to start a war in the first place? We were all completely content and leading peaceful lives up until now. That's a good question. Why does anyone ever start a war? What's the point? Did you see that flying ship just pass by? Whoosh! Right across the sky! Gee, it would be so cool to ride in one of those. Oh, I can't. This is as high up as I can look, and I don't see any airships. Milites deployed their Lassie during the invasion, but where were ours? Where were our Lassie when we needed their protection? So the Lassie are not under the control of the militaries or the countries using them. That's interesting. So they're going to be different from the Final Fantasy 13 Lassie. Well, I mean, it sounds like they're still controlled, or at least given tasks by the Fal'Cie, or whatever. I don't even know what they're called here. They may still be called Fal'Cie. But they'll still be given orders by them, but no one gives them, or gives the Fal'Cie, or whatever the Fal'Cie replacement is, orders. Huh. Alright. So there's these powerful beings running around doing whatever these other powerful beings want them to do, and no one can control them. Beats me, maybe the crystal didn't deem the Dominion worthy of defending. The crystal, I guess they're called crystals instead of Fal'Cie now. I don't know. Hey, there's a Moogle. Let's talk to the Moogle. I don't believe we've met before. I'm the Moogle in charge of class first. So there's Moogles in charge of classes. Interesting. My class is comprised of the finest cadets in all of academia, Kupo. You'll need to work a little harder if you want to join them, Kupo. But I'm class 0. Can I talk to you? You just walk? Can I can't walk through you, but you're not... Oh, but you can walk through me. Interesting. And then there's... Okay. Well, people are running and doing things, but I can't talk to them. So we'll just go through this entrance. Entrance. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that update on my location. I would never have known I was in the entrance. Alright, let's see, more people to talk to. I can't take any more tragedy. Please, no more. Here's another Moogle. I'm not trying to start something, but my bros have been pumping some mad iron lately, Kupo. They're totally determined to prove they're just as good as you dudes. Okay. It's interesting how all the countries of Orience have crystals, but each one utilizes the crystal's powers in a different way. Milites may have a bunch of fancy technology, but it's nothing compared to our magic. Alright, fair, okay. We did defeat them, but they're also, like, you know, dominating us in this war, apparently. So, you know. Isn't it ironic that the only way to achieve peace is through war? I mean, that's not the only... You could just, like, start with peace. I don't know. Didn't Bahamut look so cool tearing it up during the liberation? Don't you mean getting torn up? Our Eidolons are powerless against those crystal jammers. So that's... Yeah, I guess you're right. It just goes to show how terrifying technology could be. So when I saw the Bahamut before, I was like, oh, that's a bad guy thing. And that's gonna be bad for us. But apparently he was a good guy, and when I got the crystal, he got up and ran away to go, like, help out. When I defeated the jammer, I mean. So that's pretty cool. Of course, I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to figure out what else was going on with all the talking and stuff happening, and it was hard to see and think and hear all at the same time. Did you see that? It just ran past here. Oh, don't start with that cactuar stuff again. Do you seriously expect me to believe one of the 4 champions' pets is running around academia? I mean, Commander Susaya has that Tonberry with him, doesn't he? Maybe the rumors are true after all. Crystarium, man, I don't want to do my homework. Can you do it for me? Oh, but I guess you cadets have more important things to do. Like wander around this hallway and talk to people. Absolutely. Yes. I'm so glad I was born in Rubum. How can people even live in a barren wasteland like Milites? What ho, Class 0? Good tidings await thee in thy classroom, Kupo. Make haste down yonder hallway, tarry not, Kupo. They say people's magical powers start to wane once they become adults. If I'm gonna be a great mage, I'd better get started now. That's interesting. So, by necessity, the wars in this game would have to be fought by children and or teenagers. It's kind of a scary kind of thought. They say people's... yeah, we already did that. War is bad enough on adults. Can't imagine how bad it is on kids. None of us could use weapons or magic during the liberation, right? Then how in Orience were those guys able to destroy that crystal jammer? Tempus Finis seems to be the new buzzword around academia lately. Do you think this really means Orience is... Sounds like time finished? Finished time? Stop time? Finished, that's what the legends say anyway. No one knows for sure, though, and besides, we can't change it either way, can we? Let's just focus on the problem at hand, our war with Milites, the end of time, I guess is what that would be. Apparently, the Militesi Emperor just up and vanished one day, but I suspect foul play. Yeah, and no one's fouler than that Sid Alstein. Hey, we got a Sid. He's a bad guy this time. I bet he's the one who knocked off the old Emperor. I thought all those times I went out hunting monsters would prepare me for combat, but I was wrong. That's because this is war. It's completely different when your prey is another human being. That's probably true. I guess let's go in the hallway and go see our classroom. Here's this doctor with the flashy clothes and the classy cigarette. There you are, Ace. I've been waiting for you, darling. Before you officially register as a cadet, there's something your mother would like you to know. I have to warn you that 2 new cadets will be joining you, dears, in Class 0. They may don the same crimson capes, but don't be fooled. They are nothing like you. You've been doing an excellent job collecting Phantoma. Phantoma, I don't know. I'll probably keep changing the pronunciation till someone tells me. Those 2 new kids will be assisting in the harvest, but they don't know what Phantoma is, and I would prefer if they remained unaware. Other than you 12, only a handful of elite researchers are privy to information about Phantoma. You dears receive certain privileges because you're special, but those 2 new ones are not. So there's 12 of us in Class 0, and we have this card deck theme going on, which would seem to indicate that there should be 13 of us, which of course goes with the whole Final Fantasy 13 thing. So there's 12 of us, and then we're adding 2 more, that's 14. So I suspect something is going to happen to those numbers at some point. Our research is strictly confidential, and I would hate for any secrets to get out, so do your poor mother a favor and keep this information to yourself. You'll do that for me, won't you, darling? So, sounds like the good doctor is saying that she is Ace's mother. Interesting.
You look well.
all your 2 new classmates need to know about Phantoma is that it is the source of our magic. And I have no intention of letting them know anymore, so be sure to keep it our little secret, darling.
You look well.
Okay, hey, here's a menu. And always save whenever I find an opportunity to save, because that just makes the most sense. Alright, let's... what is this? I don't... There's a vermilion bird and there's a map thing over there, and I can't... It bugs me. I want to see what is this bird doing. Oh, it's telling me the rooms. Okay, so that's my map. This is where I am. I'm facing that direction. Now I'm facing the direction of the bird, which is telling me where to go, which is classroom 0. Alright, let's go in here and see what there is to see in the classroom. Big lecture hall. More talking to people. 7. And so begins our new life and the battle for the place we call our home. 9. What are we just sitting around for? I'm ready for some action, yo. This reminds me that my party was randomly changed in the middle of that mission. Remember, we started off with 9 and Queen, Ace 9 and Queen, and then we had Ace 7 and somebody else. I can't remember who now. Jack, I think it was? That was weird. The future awaits for no one. Do you think you can keep up?
Hey, you eat yet?
This is why I hate working in groups, yo. Too much waiting and not enough annihilating.
What is it?
So there is a king. Never went into a classroom when I came here with Mother, so this is what they look like. So we've got an ace and we've got a king. We must be missing a different card. I assumed it would be one on the end. Better get a good feel for your surroundings. Never know what's gonna happen. Oh, I moved forward and started the cutscene. No more talking.
All right, let's cut through the formalities. I am now your commanding officer, Kurasame.
Commanding officer?
Yes. As of this moment, you are under my command. The authorization came directly from Arch-Sorceress Auracia Alracia.
From Mother?
Hey, take a hike, yo. We only take orders from Mother. Got it?
Is she all
You're
of
not
their
wanted
mothers?
here, yo.
Oh, that's a backhand. That is a nasty backhand.
Ow, you son of a bitch. That hurt!
That's enough!
Looks like he's better than y'all.
This guy is pretty tough.
Yes, you said it, Jack.
Not for long.
He said it was Mother's decision. Are you saying you won't follow Mother's orders?
Satisfied? Good. Henceforth, you will execute Dominion missions under my command. When you have no assignment, you will live here, at Academia, with the other cadets.
On campus?
Yes.
We never had to do that before. Why start now?
Does that come from Mother, too?
Yes. Those are Dr. Auracia's orders. Also, Cadet Machina, Cadet Rem, enter. 2 new cadets have been assigned to Class 0, starting today.
Machina Kunigiri. Hello.
Ram Tokimia. Nice to meet you. Let me guess. Chaperones?
Your time is yours until you receive further orders. I have high hopes for you. May the crystal guide you.
Good to see you again. Thanks for the assist the other day.
Yeah. Thanks so much for helping us out. Seriously though, I can't believe Class 0 is real. Why, my friends and I were sure yourselves were just one of Academia's urban legends. Now we were.
That's an awkward phrasing.
You're so powerful. Just 3 of you took down a Lassie. Oh, which reminds me. Why were you able to use your weapons?
I guess that conversation's unimportant. We'll just go ahead and just cut that out. 6 hours until the mission. Arya, first to talk to the Moogle.
Help you?
Okay.
What is it?
Deuce. Ordinarily, conjurers have to give their lives in order to summon Eidolons, but special Eidolons don't require any sacrifice of the sort. What a relief. That doesn't sound like a gotta give your life to summon an Eidolon. I don't think you would very rarely see someone summon an Eidolon, I would think, under that scenario. That's really unfortunate.
We can do it.
Only a true genius like Mother could possibly be capable of developing something so brilliant. So, Mother, Arch Sorceress, and Doctor. She's got a lot of titles already. And apparently she's invented this magic technology that somehow uses Phantoma and allows special summons that don't kill the summoners. That's pretty impressive.
What?
Never went into a classroom when I came here with Mother, so this is what they look like. He's got, oh well, I was gonna say he's got those gold epaulets because he's the king, but Ace has got those too. Does Deuce here have those? She sure does. Sure does. Alright, let's go talk to King again. Better to get a good feel for your surroundings. Never know what's gonna happen. That's true. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all, King. Do know that you can direct your queries to the Moogle assigned to help us instead of always coming to me for assistance all the time, don't you?
Why not take a break every now and then?
But I like to talk to you, Queen. Whatever. I don't care. Alright, so this Moogle has a giant question mark over his head. That usually means, quest. I'm used to World of Warcraft, that's a quest turn-in. But, maybe here it means quest possibility.
Starting today, I'll be relaying mission information and instructions from the Dominion. I am the Military Operation, Organization, and Guidance Logistics Expert. Moogle for short, Kupo. Some prefer to call me the Military Operation Guide, or MOG, Kupo.
I was thinking he sounded kind of like Mog.
You can call me whatever you want. I hope to be of service, Kupo.
Whatever I want?
Uh-oh.
How about... Moglin! 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 Lynn!
No, Kupo. No Lynn, Kupo.
I don't...
But besides, I do have a proper name, Kupo.
Hmm? What is it?
Hatskamine Lotayosna Iripolchi, Kupo.
Whoa.
That's too hard. Moglin's good enough.
Good enough? Kupo.
Aww. So I wonder if that means it's... I wonder if that means it's canon that Moglin, aka Mog, is the same one that's in 13-2. He kind of sounds the same. He does look different, but that one can change his appearance, and he did lose his memories, and he doesn't know where he came from. Interesting. To get to the cemetery, head out that door over there and through the rear garden, Kupo. Many brave men and women gave their lives for us in the liberation. You should offer them a prayer of thanks, Kupo. After all, you can't start thinking about the future until you pay homage to the past, Kupo. Oh, now I remember Chichiri. That makes me sad. Poor Chichiri. Alright, so through that door is the cemetery. What's this info? What you got for me, Arya?
Hi there. I don't believe we've met before. My name is Deuce.
King.
What?
Arya?
So, your name is Arya?
Well, that was a very productive, informational conversation right there. Can I switch people? Because I'm running around as Ace right now, but like, is this, who's this again? This is Deuce. Deuce got up there and was like, oh hey, let me change your name for you, Moogle. And then it was King and maybe it was one of the other ones. Maybe that was King and Deuce came over here and talked to Arya and one of the other ones. The point is that the characters doing the conversing are not the characters doing the running around right now. I can't switch, by the way. Do you need supplies, or I could buy stuff from you if you're done with it? Okay, so she sells stuff. I got some gills. Probably should buy some potions. Those might come in handy. I'm not gonna buy an ether right now. I've been able to restore my mana pretty easily so far. I have no weapons to sell. I have no accessories to sell. Equip an item from the field menu and use it with down. Well, it's not working right now, so I guess it means do that later. Alright, so let's go to the back garden. And here is 9. So what the hell was up with that feathered freak we ran into during the liberation? The Empire couldn't manufacture something that creepy if it tried, yo.
Hey, you eat yet?
Reminds me of the guy from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, what was his name? It was like Fujin or Raijin. I can never remember which was which. It's probably, or Raijin. It was Raijin, I think. Anyway, with the verbal tick thing. And I think even maybe he said yo. I don't know. Anyway, Trey, what in Orience is Sid Alstein thinking? I thought his crystal jammer was heinous enough, but the Ultima bomb is simply inexcusable.
Hi.
His device annihilated Lorica and nearly wiped out her entire population. Has he no conscience or sense of human decency? Lorica. Try to remember that. I don't know if it's important, but you know, a whole country died, and I just realized when he said his first thing that I didn't know the country's name, but he said it there, so it's Lorica. Alright, so we're going to the cemetery.
What is this place?
It's called a cemetery.
What's a cemetery?
Here we carve the names of the fallen, so their legacies may live on.
Because we are unable to retain memories of those who die before us.
But I heard that the crystal removes our memories to help us, so that the living won't be tied down to the dead.
That's why we leave our knowing tags behind before we go to battle. As proof that we lived. If no one comes to pick up a tag, it means that person died.
Then that name is engraved here, as the name of someone who died for the Vermilion Bird. I always make sure to write down the names of everyone that I meet, or go out on a mission with. Then after a mission, I check to see if there are any names I don't recognize. If there are names there that I don't remember, then I come here and look for the people I once knew. But I still can't remember them.
This idea of people dying and their names being forgotten is actually another common theme with a Final Fantasy XIII game. That was a thing that showed up in Lightning Returns, where Benevelza, spoiler alert, I guess, fast forward a couple seconds, Benevelza, the god of Final Fantasy XIII, he was gonna erase all the dead people so that all the new people would forget them, or all the living people would forget them when they went to the new world and not be sad. But of course, lightning prevents him from accomplishing that goal, because remembering those who came before us is important. Rem and Makuna, yeah, they just passed through here. They're probably visiting someone's grave in the cemetery. I wonder whose. So there's no bodies in their cemetery either. There's just carved names. Some events at Academia can only be triggered by using certain characters. Change active members at relic terminals. So I need to change to Raven Machina, I guess? Let's find out.
Kupo?
Have you finished offering your prayers, Kupo? Then let's learn how things work here at Academia, Kupo. On mission day, Central Command will issue sortie orders, and you'll be on your way, Kupo. Until then, though, you can use your free time to talk to whomever, and go wherever you please, Kupo. You have 12 hours of free time in one day. Pay attention to characters with the following icons. Vermilion bird, necessary for proceeding further in the game. Exclamation point initiates an event, but uses 2 hours of free time. Question mark offers tutorials and hints for proceeding further in the game. Info provides a particular service like selling items. When mission day arrives, your CO will call you in. Then he'll explain your orders and you'll march off to battle, Kupo. When you're just itching to start your mission, go find Takanami in Central Command, Kupo. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help. So talk to him and he'll get you ready to march right away, Kupo. You can also confirm your next sortie orders, Kupo. That way you'll know the difficulty level of your next mission, Kupo. If you don't think you're strong enough yet, then keep training hard until mission day, Kupo. You won't learn anything in Academia if you don't know your way around, Kupo. Now you are officially registered as a cadet, so you're free to use the great portal in the entrance, Kupo. So go on and have a look around, Kupo. I have a special present for you once you've explored all of Academia, Kupo. And don't be shy about chatting with the other cadets, Kupo. I've got another gift for you once you see lots of exclamation point events, Kupo. I just know you'll love it here in Academia, Kupo. Alright, any exclamation points around here? Nope. Can I talk to you? You say the same thing you said before. Yeah, same thing as before. So let's run out here and check out that crystal. Oh, we're gonna see a cutscene.
What's this?
It's a relic terminal, Kupo.
A what?
Relic. An artifact shrouded in mystery, said to be born of the vermilion bird crystal. I've heard it has the power to manipulate time and space.
That's according to some legends, Kupo. In the Dominion, we sync them with magic and use them for data input and communication, Kupo. You can save your data and such, Kupo.
If I'm not mistaken, cadets can do all of that with the naturally occurring relics all over the world.
That's right, Kupo. If you find one, you should check it out, Kupo.
So they're really pushing hard on this, what was her name? Oh gosh, Sinke. Pushing hard on her being an airhead. So we got Ace, Deuce, Trey, Cater, Sinke, Sice, 7, 8, 9, Jack, Queen, King, Machina, Rem. So we're just missing 10. Oh, that didn't work. Let's set Machina as the active leader. And let's go talk and see if anybody has anything different to say. Probably not.
Do it.
Ordinarily, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the cemetery and see if we can see what that is. And then we'll probably call it a day there. Ah, exclamation point now.
Big brother. I'm in Class 0 now. The legendary Class 0.
Machina.
I was reporting to my brother. Not that I have any memories of what he was even like anyway.
Your brother died during a successful mission. He was protecting the Dominion after all.
But it's weird.
What is?
According to the records, he wasn't part of the Capital Liberation Campaign.
Huh? Then why?
The authorities wouldn't tell me anything.
He was on the battlefield? Without being deployed?
That. Or he was on a top secret mission that they couldn't keep on record.
He's your brother, Machina. I'm sure whatever he was doing, he did his best.
I'd like to think that. But why would he be on the front lines? Brother, why did you die?
You're starting to fit right in here at Academia, Kupo. Take this little gift of my way of saying keep up the good work. An elixir. Cool. Alright, so one good thing I'm seeing here that I always worry about with games with large casts is that we're not, I guess, even though Ace was the guy who was running around and you can't switch unless you're at the menu item, it's not gonna cut you off from story things, at least not frequently, not always, just because you have the wrong party members active. I always like to see a game where even the inactive party members are still participating in the story, because of course it doesn't make sense that, oh, why is all of us are here but only these three are active, so that only these three get to interact with anything, right? So it's good to see that that's not going to be the case here, hopefully. So we'll go ahead and save it here and call it a day. And thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.